Ravens have huge interest in signing an edge rusher. Jets player is DaCosta's top priority. Jets have nothing to offer this player. What about the Ravens? There is no way he can refuse to join a team that is a Super Bowl contender. Subscribe to the channel and leave your like. The Ravens have a clear need for an edge rusher. They could be on the list of teams to inquire about Jets edge rusher Haason Reddick if the price is right. Reddick was traded from Philadelphia to New York for a 2026 third-round pick. Reddick recorded 27 sacks over the last 2 years in Philadelphia, making him one of the most dangerous players on the edge. His contract was set to expire after the 2024 season, but after the free agency addition of Bryce Huff, the Eagles moved on from the 29-year-old. Since Reddick arrived in New York, it's been all downhill from his opening press conference. He hasn't participated in OTAs, workouts, practices, or meetings. He's been absent from everything. He wants a new contract with more guaranteed years, which the Jets don't seem willing to give him. On top of that, he's racked up more than $3 million in fines from the Jets for missing time with the team. Reddick's saga in New York could come to an unceremonious end before it even begins. Bleacher Report's Alex Ballentine predicts the Ravens will trade for Reddick before Thursday night's kickoff against the Chiefs. The move would be quite interesting and quite bold. Indeed. The Ravens, are coming off a great season in 2023, but they have a clear need at an edge rusher. Maybe trading a young, unproven player like David Ohabo for someone who can help immediately would be appealing. Alex Ballentine Reddick would be a terrific addition to a pass-rushing group that could use a boost. How should the Ravens view the situation with the Jets? Should the Ravens trade Haason Reddick? Ultimately, it will come down to two things. What are the Jets asking for, and are the Ravens willing to pay him? The Jets' asking price is the first part of the puzzle. Ballentine suggests the Ravens trade David Ohabo for Reddick. The Jets may be more inclined to trade Reddick if they get a valuable piece in return. However, it's hard to see the Jets giving Reddick to the Ravens for just Ohabo. A day 3 pick may have to be added as well. Ohabo hasn't hit the ground running yet. He's a young player who still has a lot of potential. He may never be as dynamic as Reddick, but there are other edge rushers out there who cost less in terms of trade value. Heck, there are free agent edge rushers who don't require any trade-in. Ultimately, if the cost to acquire him is worth it, they should move on to the second part of the puzzle. Would the Ravens pay Reddick if they acquired him? The Ravens lost Jadeveon Clowney to the Carolina Panthers this offseason after sacking opposing quarterbacks 9.5 times. That mark put him second on the team behind Justin Madubike with 13 sacks. When the offseason started, the organization wanted to keep Clowney, but they were weary that his new contract would take him away from Baltimore, which it did. That tells you all you need to know. If the Ravens weren't willing to pay Clowney, they probably aren't willing to bring in Reddick and then give him a scholarship next season. This team is loaded with quality young talent. The less future money spent on veterans, the easier it is to keep the young stars. For a forward-thinking franchise, this move simply doesn't make much sense in the long run. Reddick would be a good addition to the team. However, he's already shown the league that he will ruin the locker room and the team dynamic if he doesn't get what he wants. Why trade a potentially valuable player for one who may never play, as he has done for the Jets? The Ravens should not engage in trade discussions and instead find cheap help elsewhere. A free agent signing like Yannick Ngakoue would be a much better move than risking trade assets and future cap space on Reddick.